the haunting of Wistmead. At last you have come back, little Isa, Fosco yelled at me again, and this time he had the support of several of his brothers. This is so unlike them. What did you learn in Mickle Delving? Did you find out anything about Cleary's acres or about the curse? You explained to Bingo that what you learned about Halson Cleary and the parcel of land he once owned, not far from Wistmead, and the Hobbit nods. It all makes sense to me now. The spectral vision you saw in the Binbole Wood must be related in some way to Halson Cleary, and somehow he managed to put a curse on the Shire. None but one will laugh when it's all done. That must refer to the ghost of Halson Cleary, scorned and forgotten by his neighbors. In fact, that may very well be why Boffin boys are so uncharacteristically angry. The ghostly haunt has affected them without their knowing, and the close proximity of Wistmead to the Cleary farm has inflamed their tempers. Are you up for another adventure, little Isa? I have the perfect hobbit in mind to go with you. Is it you, Bingo? None but one. If there is a spectre haunting the Cleary farmhouse, you need to be prepared to weather some frightening apparitions, little Isa. Who better to take with you than my cousin, Dinodus? Yeah, Dinodus will love this. He is not frightened of anything and will be best suited to adventure with you through the misty forest to the Eerie Acres, no matter what the haunt brings. He would disbelieve a ghost right to its face, and I think his clear head might be the secret to dispelling this curse. I will not hear another word about it. Find Dinodus by the fire here in Wistmead, and I look forward to your successful return. Oh dear. Fire. Okay, Dinodus is by the fire. Let's see, I'm thinking up here. It might be a campfire. Yes, here we go. Oh, poor Dinodus. He is gonna be so upset. What is going on, little Isa? Why do you have that look on your face? You explained Bingo's idea that a ghost is responsible for the haunting of Wistmead, and that he wants you and Dinodus to travel through the woods to the Cleary farm to dispel the curse. Dinodus laughs, but then his smile drains away. You're serious? Oh no, little Isa. Is there no way to get out of this? I shared my secret to you in confidence. I do not fear nothing. I fear everything. But if I tell Cousin Bingo the truth, he will know my secret and I will be revealed as a liar. But if I do not tell him, I will have to brave the spooky forest and risk the ghostly curse. This is terrible. There is nothing for it, I suppose. The path is foggy, so you should pick up this torch and use it to light the way. I will be right behind you, but I'm not happy about it. Not at all. I don't believe you're going to be right behind me. I have a feeling you're going to leave me. Okay, so pick up the torch, brave the misty path on the west side, which I think is this, yes, this side. Oh, this is who I should be taking with me, Marigold. Okay. A new quest instance, none but one. Okay, Dinodus. This is a bad idea and I regret it already. Let's turn around and tell Bingo we didn't find anything. What do you say, little Isa? I know he's depending on us, but he doesn't have all the information, does he? He thinks I don't believe in ghosts. And not only that, he thinks that will be an adventure to us on this endeavor. But he's mistaken. Won't my belief in haunts and specters and ghostly apparitions serve as an even worse disadvantage? Oh, fine. We can keep going, but I am not happy about it, not happy at all. Yeah, I'm sorry. Wait for me! Wait for me! Ooh, the faster we move. Did you hear that? Maybe it was my imagination. No, I heard it too. Is that the farmhouse? You'd better check it out, little Izza. I'll wait here. Are you sure you want to wait here by yourself in the dark with all the spooky noises? Okay. Uh, the door is locked and barred and cannot be opened from this side. Oh, great. Okay, so let's see. No one rests upon this side of the porch, if anyone ever did. Is that a door? Nope. The forest encroaches upon the rear of the farmhouse. The door to the cellar appears to be unlocked. Of course it is. What? What did he say? Oh dear, a cellar door. Brr. Well, the door to the cellar is locked, so I guess we'd better turn around and go back home. What's that? The door is unlocked? Oh dear, there could be anything lurking down there, little Izza. Do you really have to go down there? Yes, I'm afraid we really have to go down there. Oh dear, okay. Make your way through the haunted farmhouse with Dinidus. Okay, so what's over here? This is like the garage, I guess. Oh no. I hear somebody coughing. Is that a hole in the wall? Is that the cat? And the boat? Did you just see that? It's Mr. Green Eyes. Okay, who is making that noise? Oh, now what? Do you hear that? Oh. Long ago Proudfoot trapped in his larder. What a terrible fate. It is. That's the man that didn't trust anybody with his food, and he got locked in his larder after he told everybody to go home. We cannot think like that, but must push ahead anyway. Okay. Yeah, and then nobody knew that he was locked in his larder, so they don't know what happened to him. Ooh. Huh. I don't see anything out of the ordinary now. Except that cave and a fish? What? These fish are not really here, are they? Look how big they are. This reminds me of that scary story of the old Odo grub. It sends a shiver down my spine. Okay. Yeah, I wish we could have heard all the stories. But they only let you hear 2, and then they make them oh hey, this is the other side that we were just on. Okay, so now we have to go in here. Alright, Dinidus, come on. What manner of cellar is this? Look at your eyes, right? What eyes? Well, go on then, spirit. Let's see what terrible vision you have for us. Nothing, eh? Ha. I think we may be through the no. Who is that? Oh, look who that is. It's the, oh my gosh. That's scary. This house must have already run out of frights for us. Nope, I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. Okay, so now we're on this side. Oh, hey, there's stairs. I don't remember there being stairs. Another door. Oh, there's the well. We heard that story. After you, little Izza. Yeah. Sure, thanks. Oh, we're in this. Okay, there's a keg. Oh, come on. I'm not coming up here by myself. I will catch my breath and meet you at the top. Oh, you little stinker. Oh, who is this? That... Is that Mr. Cleary? There's a candle. Somebody's been here. Oh, there is something peculiar about these stairs. Yeah, like they're haunted. What is that? Oh. Oh, goodness. Look at that. A beam fell. Oh, and there's a shrew. A dragon, and these are crystals from some of the Moria, maybe, or something. Oh, bare bookshelf with a skull and what is that down there? Hole in the wall. Old chair. Oh, there is something most peculiar about these stairs. Oh wow, that house is all twisty-turvy. What's that? Is this like a really old map? And that's area. Oh, you know what that looks like maybe? Like somebody drew the map on top of another map? Maybe? I don't know. There's that place again. Oh, goodness. Lots of deer trophies. Oh, it's locked. Oh, there you are, Dino. Finally, I have to say, little Izza, I am not sure how all these stairs fit inside this farmhouse. It looks quite a bit smaller on the outside, didn't it? A pox on ghosts and specters. Why can't things just be as they appear? I suppose we have to keep going. Maybe the next trick will be that this spooky building is actually not as scary or haunted as it appears. Here's hoping. Yeah. We hope. Oh, I don't think we're gonna get our wish. Where are you? Come on. Come on, don't make me come in here by myself. Ooh. Oh, okay. I thought that might be a person. It's just a thing of hay. Dino Dust. Dino Dust. Get your butt over here. Oh. Oh no, I don't like this, little Izza. You think? Oh, our torches went out. Ah, the window's open. Where are you going? Hello? Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh dear, I think this fellow is dead. Yes, I think so too, and I think this is Mr. Cleary. Poor guy. That's terrible. Oh. Oh no. Who is disturbing my vigil? not us. Help Dinidus withstand the fear that threatens to overpower him. How am I supposed to do that? Try calming him? Left alone. Halsin Cleary left to die. The time, oh, that's Halsin Cleary's ghost. The time has come to levy my curse. Whoa, oh, hey. Reinforcements have arrived. The whole brood of boffins. Hooray! I'm so glad to see you. I did something, little Izza, and I decided I could not let you and young Dinidus face this danger alone, so I set my misgivings aside and prepared to follow the two of you. And don't you know it, but my other cousins had much the same idea. Something about the spirit's story strikes me as quite suspicious. I think we should get to the bottom of it at once. I don't believe you are Halsin Cleary at all. I have read a number of scary stories to celebrate the season, and that is simply not how otherworldly spirits behave. You tell him. No, you are something else. You are well read for one of the hole dwellers. I think you will find us quite a surprising folk. I am the skulking Ire, and I speak for he who no longer can. Halsin Cleary died years ago, hated by his neighbors. Oh. They called him eerie and off-putting and strange. They mocked him, they insulted him. His rage and his hate drew me here. Oh. He died in this very chair and no one wept for him. That's not true. Ivy wept for him. You are wrong, spirit. You say Halsin Cleary had no friends? I have proof that says otherwise. Little Izza, catch! What am I catching? Bingo tosses a satchel of envelopes into the air, and you grab it? Okay. Dear Mr. Cleary, so I guess Griffo is, thank you once again for another lovely visit. I hope you don't feel too badly about what your neighbors have been saying. They seem a poor lot, mean-spirited and unwelcoming. Pay no heed to their insults, and I will not either. Looking forward to our next visit. Dear Mr. Cleary, I hope I am not intruding, but I wish to write you this note of thanks. I had a delightful visit with you and am already looking forward to our next week's. As I promised, I will bring some fresh produce from my father's garden. You will not believe the crunch of the carrots. They are truly awesome. When I next visit, I will help you clean your own garden. I know it sounds like a lot of work, but I find gardening very rewarding. Very sincerely yours. Dear Mr. Cleary, this winter has been very bad, hasn't it? I am sorry to tell you the weather must keep me at home. I cannot visit this week, But I promise to bring some soap and towels with me when I next visit. I will scrub away the mean things your neighbors wrote on your fence in no time. Warm regards, even in the cold. Dear Mr. Cleary, Are any of my letters being delivered? I have heard no word from you. You could not possibly have stayed in your home this whole time, could you? Worried, hungry, and afraid for you. No, no, stop this nonsense at once, he says. Enough. The long winter had been like none the Shire had ever seen. Hobbits died of hunger and cold, even among their friends and their families. Iavasmereth wanted to help Halsin Cleary, but the winter prevented it. This changes nothing. Halsin Cleary was hated by his neighbors. They whispered cruel things about him, and they let him die. His rage drew me here. Yes, you said. I have been thinking about that. There are places in the world where evil spirits dwell. Marigold has told me quite a lot about some of them. I have such spirits make the land more like themselves just by being there. You strike me as a barrow down sort of chap. So? I think you left the Barrow Downs and settled here at Cleary Acres. But I think you came here before. You said you did. What does it matter, hole dweller? It matters. It matters because I think it was your presence that caused Halsin's neighbors to dislike him. I say it was not. What did you say your name was? The Skulking Ire? You're more like a skulking liar. That was Dino. That's the way, Dino. Are you not afraid of me? Ooh, now he's mad. I'm not. You arrived at and Halsin's neighbors felt uneasy. They knew something was not quite right around Cleary Acres, but they didn't know what it was. It was you the whole time. This does not change anything. Halsin Cleary died. He died alone with only me for company. He did, knowing this won't bring him back. But if I could tell him that he was missed, I would. I would tell him that even when he felt most alone, there were still hobbits who cared. Stay back! Ooh, is he gonna tell him? Did Halsin think you were a friend? Did he suspect you were to blame for his solitude? Leave me be. No, I think you are the one who needs to leave. Hobbits won't fall for your tricks any longer. and take your curse with you. Oh, bah, humbug. And off he goes. And don't come back. Oh, goodness. The skulking Ire is defeated, little Izza. He won't be bothering us anymore. Not if he knows what's good for him. Now that he is gone, I expect Hobbits at Wistmead will no longer feel the effect of his presence. It is not soon enough, if you ask me, but better late than never, than not at all. I wish we could have done more to help Halsin Cleary. He is a sad story, and while I am glad to have at last put an end to the villainy of the skulking Ire, we are much too late to help poor departed Mr. Cleary. Better late than never, did I say? It is hard to be later than this, 200 years gone, but still I hope he finds some rest in it. I should like to make arrangements to bury him. I shall inquire with the mayor, and perhaps the quick post can be made to foot the bill. Had they delivered Ivy Redsmith's letters, some measure of pain might have been avoided. No, I will not judge postmasters long gone. The skulking Ire had a hand in the dereliction of their duties. I think Halsin Cleary should like to be buried in his garden. We will set Ivy's letters with him, and may he find peace at last with the memory of her. Oh, that's sweet. So they're going to bury Mr. Cleary in the garden with Ivy's letters. Yeah, he'd like that. Did you see that, little Izza? Skulking liar, I called him. Oh, if only Celandine had been here to see my incredible bravery and courage. You'll tell her, won't you? It's funny, I was frightened when we came to the forest, and then again when we arrived at the spooky farmhouse hidden within. I was beside myself with terror when you told me the door to the cellar was unlocked, and each new vision we beheld was as we made our way through the Cleary farmhouse increased my horror tenfold. But when it came right down to it, when we confronted the specter and so many of my brothers and sisters were beside me, well, things didn't seem quite as scary any more. How very strange. Even so, I look around me now, and the spookiness begins to creep back, and I tell you I am ready to go. Yes, let's leave while we have the opportunity, little Izza. Brr, what's the holdup? Alright. Ooh, that was a spooky story. The Curse of Eerie Acres. Well, this has been a harvest festival to remember, little Izza, and no mistake. I am glad we have managed to dispel the curse and sent the skulking Ire packing. I wish Halsin Cleary could know what we did for him, but of course that is impossible. Perhaps it is enough that we remember this one thing easy enough as it is to forget. We should strive to be kind to our neighbors in every season. Hey, presto! It's just occurred to me that some of the spookiest stories I can think of come from our failure to do that, this one included. The curse of the Eerie Acres has been dispelled, and now we can safely enjoy the Harvest Festival without fear, or perhaps with just the right amount of fear, if you know what I mean. Hobbit-sized spooks and scares are more to my liking, and to that of my cousins, I think. Thank you all for the help. Thank you for all the help, little Izza. Now I believe I will turn my attention from investigating ancient curses to another matter, looking into these spider pies everyone is talking about. Okay, so now we cannot do those again. So, what should we do now? What is over? Oh, I wonder if they've got his grave set up yet. Nope, not yet. And I wonder who is giving out all these quests to bop goblin heads and apparently put flowers at a grave, maybe? There is a lot of fun to be had here at Wistmead. Okay, let's go talk to Mr. Oh. Is that one of the... That's interesting. It's a cape. It's a white cape. I thought it was a ghost that went by. It looks like it kind of glows, doesn't it? Okay, here is Mr. The Windy Walk Through Wistmead. Hello there. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's do the Windy Walk Through Wistmead in a little bit. I need to take a break from all this scariness. I love this, though. Look at this. The full moon. All the lamps. The maze is a lot of fun. And that's what we're going to do when we come back. So, I'll see you all later. Have a spooky, spooky Halloween and fall festivals. Bye.